Hello guys, Susanna here. Well, as promised, finally getting around to doing my September piece. I've done a bit of stuff behind the scenes and I won't show you just yet. Here is my August piece. I still need to do the August and do the bird, so I probably will come back and do that. I've done that bit and stitch this completely down, but I need to do the spool and the actual bird and the August. So it's there in place, but I haven't been able to stitch, so now I am able to stitch again, sort of. So what I've done, this block is based on a collaboration that I did in, I looked it up on my playlist. It's called Circle of Friends, and I had a wreath and put Circle of Friends in the middle of it, and it was in 2022. So if you want to have a look on my playlist, and I did it with 6 other ladies, and here's some letters and bits and pieces that I got from them. So I'll read out who I did the collab with. It was Loretta from Sparrow Hawker Designs. Hopefully I'm in camera. Is it? Yep, we'll get it there. Yeah, Loretta from Sparrow Hawker Designs. She's on YouTube. Jeanette Hawkins, craftydork.Jeanette Hawkins. Dawkins here. Abby Henderson from Purple Cottage Crafts. Jeanette Bagley from My Cottage Crafts. Marjorie Snyder, and the name on YouTube is the same name, Marjorie Snyder, and Julie Leggett from Julie Leggett Art. Now she's a lady that I met in England when I was talking about the Just Because project, and I met up with Julie. It's Julie Leggett Art. I couldn't remember her channel. So and it was so nice. Like we did this in 2022 and I met with her in May in 2023. So never thought I would ever meet her. So it was really, really nice. So these are the ladies that I did the collab with. Still haven't, the blocks I think are somewhere in the studio, which I've still got to get to. I haven't put them together. But there was 7 of us all together. We made blocks. So I got 6 blocks and I created 6 blocks, and then I've got to put them together, and I thought 6 was good because you could have a little quilt where we put it all together. I still need to put them together. They're such beautiful blocks and I haven't put them together. So this is the September one, and as you can see I've sort of like cut it out and drawn all over it. People who got the kit, which was a long time ago, you can see in here I've sort of segmented. These are where the bits are, and I had 3 bits and then this as well. So that was quite long, and I cut that off there for this bit and I put it in here, got that little floral bit, and then this bit was across there. I tried putting it on my light box, but it's not very powerful, so I wasn't able to trace it through. Maybe on a window it might be better, but because it's attached it was difficult. So I just did the old scribble with the pen thing, tried to push it round. It barely showed up. So I just ended up tracing it. I'm not tracing it, just looking at it and drawing it, which I can do because it's my design, but it might be a little bit harder for you guys. So especially when you've got fabric already down. So either a strong light box or up against a window, or if you can get that carbon paper, so put that down there, even just to get the outline of this and the September. Yeah, because it was a bit lumpy bumpy and there's some edges there. So I'm lucky because it was my design and I was sort of able to go, okay, this is what we're going to do. We also got the green for the leaves, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut them out because this fabric is lovely, but it's a little bit on the fray side. So I've got some of this light steam, it's sort of like heat and bond, but it's a bit thicker and it's a real pain to sew through, but I still want to do it. And then I think I might use this one as the main one. I don't know. Yeah, maybe having the darker one as the main. So I'm going to do this, and then once they're down I might you know, do the line in the colour that's appropriate to it. So just going to be cutting out bits and pieces, and leaf shapes are really easy, so I'll just draw a whole heap of leaf shapes on there, and you know, whatever how many we need. It was a bit harder to get the lines here, but I figured I'll just go okay. So needless to say, I've done the invisible stitch on the back to put them down. So I've done a lot of homework because I needed to. Now, where are we? I'm going to, this piece was a little bit bigger, but it couldn't quite fit on. So I'm going to move these out of the way, put these back, hang this up. Ugh. I'm still getting a lot of stuff ready. It might be a while before I'm in my studio. Now, where did I put? Here it is. That's the one. It might be a bit small. Okay, we need, it's probably a bit thick. Where are my chenilles? Is it a chenille? I'm trying to find a chenille needle to do these. Oh, here it is. Okay, so that's fairly thick. I might do this one. It's like Goldilocks of needles, isn't it? Okay, so what I'll be doing today is stitching down the this part here. So it's a fairly basic one, so I'll start doing this, and you know, and then I might at the end of this month do a little bit more on, because I didn't get to finish the bird, because yeah, I just didn't, because I got the surgery done on the 7th of August, so I'd only got that much done. So I only got about 2 videos, I think. So I'm a bit, I need to blow my nose, excuse me. Yeah, so I'll just do a little bit of stitching and yapping. Where's my, where is it? Looking a bit flat. And we'll just do some back stitch. So it's just a fairly simple, not a complex one, because it's based on my Stitcheries, and so I'm like, oh yeah, well that was the design. I had that, and I sent out the design. I said, you know, we make some sort of like a wreath, you know, or you know, like a circle as the base. So, and then that was just what I sent out to them with Circle of Friends. So I'm sort of basing it on that. I had the actual design on my Etsy store for quite a while. Okay, we'll just, now to be here, look, I might start here. I'm going to be turning it around. I might do these tendrils in back stitch. So, it's still pretty hard to see. You might see my head in the piece because I've got to get close. It's almost easier not to wear my glasses at the moment. But for close-up work, I just can't, yeah, still can't focus properly, but getting there. Put that there. Yep, okay. Moving it around all over the place. Because I'm doing back stitch, I could probably, so I'll do back stitch for the tendrils, and see that hasn't caught. Oh well, I've got a good excuse, can't see it properly. But we're getting there. Not going to let a little thing like blindness not be. Beethoven didn't let becoming deaf stop him from, you know, creating beautiful musical masterpieces. So I've got to not let this stop me from creating. Okay, now we're going to do back stitch, because this is a stem, not step, a stem stitch, because this is a wreath. I may even go around twice on the wreath, but we'll see how we go. So, and then these little bits there, I might leave them. I'll do the little or do I do them? Okay, since we're here, we'll do them. Once again, that can be done as a back stitch, because it's attaching the leaf. That'll do, because the leaf will be attached to that, and then so you're sort of going to go all over the place, but it probably is easier to do it while it's attached rather than going back. Okay, get back onto the stem, so just come up. And then once it's done, we can iron it all off, because it's done. I did it with the pink, and then I went over it again with the blue, so it was a bit easier for me to see. Okay, gotta go it this way if I'm going to do back stitch faster. Okay. These are sort of like little tendrils in the wreath. Probably don't need this, but it's actually comfortable because you're why is this being difficult? It's stuck in that one position. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so I quite enjoyed doing the collaboration. I did one in it was 2021 with you know, the Roxy girls and Ann books and all that kind of stuff, and so I went to do another one the following year. It was so much harder getting people to do it, and then I didn't worry about it after that. So I just sort of do, you know, collaborations like how I do with Corinne, and if anybody wants to do a collaboration with me, just, you know, yet another YouTuber, I'm happy to do something. I'm always like collaborations because you're helping them with their channel, but you're getting to make a new friend, and yeah, and you know, you get a piece of their artwork and they get a piece of yours. It's great. Okay, now we're sort of, I might go back here and go over that again. Yeah, there we go. Not a straight line, that's for sure. This is why I like, you can see why I like stem stitch, because it's so quick. Okay. Now I'll stop here because I've got two sides to go down. I've got to go down for the back stitch for here, for the leaf. I probably won't go too far because I'm going to use that with the actual leaf colour, so we'll just do a couple of stitches and then that'll do me, just enough to put the leaf down, and then we'll go back up here and do the little tendril. There seems to be quite a few on the bottom half, I don't know why, but that's how it goes, I suppose. Who knows? I mean, I designed this in 2022. Things change over the course of time. I've got an awesome design I'm working on, actually two. Susanna's sewing basket, and you know, like I've got my sewing basket, vintage sewing basket, and I've also got a little vintage children's sewing machine. And so I want to do, one's going to be Susanna's sewing basket and the other one's going to be Susanna's craft room, or whatever it is, or studio. But and I was thinking of making it into a you know, another retreat for 20, or the next one's 2025, so it'll be 2026, and I'm like, I can't wait that long. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to get them printed on a panel. I'm going to make a pattern and sell the patterns individually, but I'm also going to be selling kits making up this, and I am going to do it on my channel like a virtual retreat, like I did a while back with my things, and you guys can, you know, because I know there's a few of you that would love to come and do a retreat like that, live in America or England or Canada, and you know, around the world, and you can't make it. So, and I'm going to do it once I get my new setup. This is why I want to work on my studio, so this may not happen until once my studio is done, so maybe November, I don't know. Yeah, so we're only doing one at a time, maybe one at the end of this year, and then the other one at the start of next year. So, geez, where are we? That one's a fairly, just a couple of stitches will do me. Just need a couple just to know where my leaf is going to be placed. So yeah, some exciting news. So, and then when I do film that, I'm gonna do here, yesterday I went onto Marketplace and I bought a couple of chairs, 2 chairs for $20. How good is that? She had put on 15, but then when you go to the ATM, which is, you know, to get your money out, they only give you $20, and I'm like, they originally had $40, and I thought, oh look, I'll just give you $20. So, you know, I thought 15 was a bit cheap, but it obviously been there for a while, and he was, you know, I'll give you my address once I'm, you know, once you're on your way. So he was obviously been burnt before. Yeah. So, so needless to say, I got this cute little pink chair. Actually, I might even be able to, I've got photos. Pink chair that I'm going to have. I've got my mum's gorgeous cupboard. I'm going to have a nice display. Where are we? Look, Corinne. She'll see this. You free for a quick chat? No, I am not, Corinne. I am filming. Okay, hang on it. So I'll just have a look. Gallery. Yeah, here are the chairs I got. Got that one. So I'm going to be sitting on that. I'm going to have like my mum's cupboard behind there with all bits and pieces on the back wall, and I'll sit on this one. And then this one here, I love how shabby it is, but I might do more white, and you know, like that can be for a guest. So I got the chairs, and hang 10, I'm just, Corinne will see this. Not yet, I'm filming. Talk soon. Oop, hang a minute, back. Talk later. Okay. There you go, Corinne. She'll see this in tomorrow or a bit later today. Okay, she's got. She's cute. Okay, I'll let her know when I ring her later. So there you got those nice chairs. Very happy with those. Ah, look, I might as well finish it off. It's not enough to finish it. So, yeah. So what I'm going to be doing is I am going to, I've got to, because the floor is still really bad from when, you know, my son was in it before this time he came back. Him and his jolly girlfriend completely trashed my floor. It was actually the girlfriend, not a nice lady. So she spilled, I don't know what, like cordial or something, and it got this massive stain, and it was just atrocious. So I need to pull up the carpet, get floor. We got flooring that's the same as what we had in our laundry, and paint. And I've got wallpaper for the back of the wall. So like I will be here, like I'm still in my kitchen. But I thought this is a good opportunity to get all this done before I move back in, because yeah, so my son is pretty happy in his new place. It's like a share house that he's got. He popped in yesterday and said hello, and I got like this little hello from out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, how did you get here? And then his cousin, who actually is, you know, can drive, popped his little head around the corner. I'm like, oh, okay, that's how we got here. So yeah, they seem to be enjoying it, which is good. Oh, a bit more independence, and yeah, but still, you know, close enough to family that, you know, like he can still pop around, and I'll you know, he can come around for dinner and whatnot. Yeah, he just wanted to live here so that he's still close enough to family, and but got his own space. So I'm glad he finally found something. It certainly took a while. The rental market here is bad, really bad. It's hard to get anything. So, yep. So there you go. So, oh, what was I going to say? Yes, get sidetracked. I'm going to be sitting in a chair in front of that back wall with the wallpaper and my mum's cupboard, and I'll do a bit of FaceTime at the start, as in me sitting there, so you'll get to see me a little bit more. Thought it'd be nice if I can manage to get that working. And do this virtual retreat, and you actually get to see me. So I'll do a little bit of FaceTime at the beginning of it, then work on the piece with you. So you'll be back to, you know, this setup. Which is easier for me to show you, and then at the end of it, I'll you know, have a bit of a chat again. So it feels like you're actually, you know, I'm there with you, which is good. So, well, this is another thing. So I'll just go back down and do, I think that has a little bit more than a couple of stitches. I'll have to make it a little bigger. It may not look like I'm the thing, but I can, I'm making sense in my mind. I may not look like I'm stitching on that, but it'll iron off, so it's all good. Is that big enough? Yeah, that's big enough. Okay, back we go. More stem stitch sideways. So yeah, so I've got some interesting stuff that I want to do, but you know, I sort of was designing that and looking, and like I was taking photos. I had a photo of all a little collection of stuff and getting things ready to get inspiration from, and sort of designing that I could do bigger stuff, but I just couldn't. Like, this is quite small to do the stitching. Okay, back down we go. Got another tendril coming out here. Yeah, so yes, I'm pretty excited about that. And thank you for everyone too that bought from my stash sale that I had. Still got some really nice pieces left. I've got a lot of fabric packs left. Like, yeah, I need to, you know, pass them on. So I had a few people. The first thing that sold was those bundles, because they were such good value. You got a lot. So I had a couple of ladies you know, saying I couldn't see them, and I said, well, it's because they sold really quick. So I just happened to get more, like bits and pieces, and then I also found some more stuff. So they contacted me, and I'm able to do a bundle for them. So I mean, it's going to be different because each bits and pieces are different. But if you ever are wanting anything, you know, go onto my contact in my website and say, well, do you have any of this? And I can either say yes or no. I've had a few people say stuff, and someone asked for some bridal lace once, and I'm like, no, I don't have any. I've only got the bits that Corinne gave me, and I don't want to sell them because they were a gift. And yeah, I don't, you know, there's some things that I don't want to sell. But so I'm able to, you know, make up some stuff. And someone, and that one, I think the same lady was asking for, do you know, you have any fabrics that she can do thread painting, so floral bits? And so I'm like, yeah, I could. I haven't actually replied to that. I replied to another question, but yes, I can. And I'll have a look, and I could probably make up something special. And then there was a lady, I think it was Dottie someone, I think her name's Betty, something like that, was asking about velvet. And I have found some velvet. It's hard to come by. I haven't, you know, so email me and I can send you a photo. So the lady that asked about the velvet, I haven't forgotten. I've grabbed some bits and pieces and put them aside. So yeah, just email me and I can email you a photo back. So the way you email me is go via the contacts on my webpage. So if you ever want to talk to me about anything, go to my website, which is always linked below in the description of every video, pretty much. Yeah, and if there is anything particular that you want, I can try. If not, you know, yeah, I can only try. So just let me know. Okay, see, that one goes up there, and that's quite a long one, so I might as well do that before I go back. On there. Okay, so I might I'll go, it's sort of gone a bit skew with, but we'll make it work. Go down because I can iron it off. That's the main thing. I might come back up here. It's a bit of a long one because it needs to be brought out. Okay, so we'll go back and go along here because we need another one there. Geez, it's not straightforward, is it? Okay. Oh, so there you go, a bit of information of stuff that's coming up. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm just looking forward to having an awesome studio. I don't know if you people have got Instagram and you've got friends with, if you follow Deborah from Doll's House Vintage on Instagram, and she's put up pictures of her studio. I went there and it was just in the, you know, the base stage, like as in just the flooring and that. And now she's completed it and she puts up photos of how her studio looks, and it's so gorgeous. Oh, so my inspiration of how I want my studio to look comes from that. I've even when she put photos up, I screenshot and have got some photos. Yeah, once again I'll show you. It's gorgeous. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is her studio. Look how she's got. I thought that looks so good. You know, I'll have my own personal stash put up. I don't think I'm going to have that. Mine's not as big as hers, so I'm not going to have a farmhouse sink, but just love the way she stores, you know, old crates, and oh, just gorgeous. Look at that. So, love it. Oh, here's another, last one. There we go. Yeah, that's probably my favourite. I do have these. I've got a jar full of things and, yeah, so, and buttons and all that kind of stuff. So, just beautiful, beautiful, love it. So that's my inspiration. Okay, well, I will go, and hopefully I have been in camera this whole time. 32 minutes I think is enough, so I'm going to continue on there, and I'll probably do the September. I might do it in a brighter colour because we'll have a lot of greens by the time we cut out. I'll do another video when I come back. Hopefully that's all been stitched. I might stitch that while I'm talking to Corinne once I get off from this call, from this video, and finish doing that. And I'll come back in the next one for next week and just do the leaves and probably the September. And I've got to come back and do the August too. So, okay, well, I will catch you later. And yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah, all exciting of all the stuff that's happening, and nice to be back in the swing of things. So yeah, okay, bye.